transformational panel. My name is Cindy Romanowski, and I'm the mother of 5 children, ages 6 to 17. My oldest son, Marcus, was diagnosed with autism around his 3rd birthday. September 11th was a life-changing day for all of us. Mine was different in a different way. On September 11th, after watching several hours of footage on TV, I welcomed a pleasant woman from a local agency into my home, and she welcomed my son into the early autism program. He qualified for several hours a day of programming, and he was actually progressing so well that he was able to enter kindergarten into his regular program with supports. When he turned 11, he started overnight respite programs in another local agency, and when I dropped him off the first time, I took one of my other sons with me, and when I left, I turned to my 6-year-old son and I said, "Isn't this place great?" And my 6-year-old in front of the people said, "Nope." And I said, "Why not?" And he said, "Because Marcus belongs with us." And I realized at that moment that this transition to independence was not only going to be difficult for Marcus and for me, but for the rest of my children as well. So I'm glad I started early. When Marcus turned 14, he started high school in a special ed program. So I did what most mothers do in my area. I put him on the New York Cares list to realize that it's just that. It's just a list. It really has no meaning because there are over 6,000 individuals on that list which have much higher critical needs than my son. So the next year I got together with 4 other mothers in my area who have sons with similar needs to my child, and we came up with a plan to put together an independent apartment with supports. We want to have a planned transition, not a crisis transition. This would not even be a thought if my son hadn't been doing respite programming since he was a young child. Those skills that he learned in the respite program were so critical for him because he was able to practice those independent skills away from our family. So I would like to thank you for your support in the past of respite programming, and I hope that you see that respite is an investment in our children's future. We can move some of these children off of the New York Cares list and into independent apartments and independent housing, which is much more cost effective for New York State. And it's also much more in line with the person-centered planning philosophy. So thank you so much for your time, and if I can be of any assistance to you, please call on me.